Okay, so you know me. You know that I only comment on internet drama when I think that there's a point to be made, using my platform for good, and this is one of those cases. Yesterday, Tamsin Muir and a bunch of other authors did an Ask Me Anything on Reddit, and somebody went onto the AMA and asked actually demanded that Tamsin Muir explain why she's a lesbian married to a man. I'm not going to put the whole screenshot here, and thankfully Reddit mods deleted it, but just to cite my sources, the writer of this question, the header is, "Why do you identify as a lesbian while being married to a man?" wrote that OP is, quote, "deeply uncomfortable that you claim a label that explicitly requires having zero attraction to men and gather all the cachet for your books that it garners from the queer community as a book featuring a bunch of lesbians written by a lesbian, while also avoiding the particular experiences of homophobia that come with being publicly paired with other women or being married to a woman and reaping all the rewards of being married to a man." They go on and on for a couple paragraphs, and they close it with, "I'm sure this will get ignored, but I think it's important for the question to keep getting asked until it's answered. People who get attention and money and take up space specifically because they claim to represent a marginalized group have a duty to justify why they think they belong to that group." I am bringing this up because we had a conversation about this in the past. On my page, we were talking about how authors, storytellers, public figures, nobody owes anyone else disclosures or details about their sexuality, gender, or personal life. Somebody brought up this AMA in the comment section of another video of mine, and I'm choosing not to answer that comment because the wording of it was very biphobic, so I did delete it. But I just feel the need to, in light of all these new friends and followers on here, to make my stance on this clear once again. I'm an author and a business owner, times two. I own two businesses. I'm a writer. I'm semi-public figure because I have all y'all on here, which is really cool. And I have chosen to not disclose in writing my sexuality aside from saying that I'm queer. It's in my profile here, it's in my profile on Etsy, and so on and so forth. I have my own damn good reasons for not saying I'm bisexual in writing, and a lot of that has to do with self-protection. And that's all the information the internet is going to get from me until I choose to disclose it. Am I aware that if I ever get this manuscript I'm querying published, that I will likely be put through the public ringer for having to prove that I'm sick enough and queer enough to write chronically ill queer characters? Yes. You know it's bad when the publishing industry, an agent at a conference, asked me, "Are you prepared for this to happen?" That is so embarrassing. Anyway, Tamsin Muir doesn't owe us jack shit. Nobody owes you jack shit about their identity. There are plenty of other reasons to get married that have fuck all to do with romantic attraction. And I know that my followers here are not the type that would do this, but if this comes across the For You page of any Locked Tomb fan who feels entitled to Tamsin Muir's personal disclosures of her sexuality, her gender, her choices, or literally anything else, please take a long, hard look as to why you think that you are entitled to the private details of someone's life. You can choose not to read the books, that's fine, but she owes you nothing. No one does.